I'm Deputy Seth Arnold with the York County Sheriff's Office. Today I'm going to read you a book about one of our canine officers from the York County Sheriff's Office. The book is called Captain Dargo, Born to Serve. There he is, I see him. Asher turned and stood up as tall as he could to get a better look at Captain Dargo and Lieutenant Dave as they walked into the room. Dargo knew this was a special day. He walked proudly with his head held high. Today he was getting an award from the sheriff for bravery. Dargo thought back to when he was a puppy. I was born November 13th, 2011 in Czechoslovakia, a country far away in Europe. I was named Dargo Bet Silver, and I was born to be a canine police dog. This is my story. I played with all other puppies, but I dreamed of the day I could go to work as a canine police officer. One day, a man from America came to visit. I was only 1 year old. This man was going to take some special German Shepherd puppies back to America to train at his police dog school. I was so happy when he picked me to be one of the special puppies. I was excited to start living the canine life. Lieutenant Dave traveled to the police dog school in Ohio to select his new canine partner. He looked at many dogs. When he saw me, he knew that we would be good partners. I thought so too. I was so glad that Lieutenant Dave picked me. Now our work really started. We had to go to school every day for 6 weeks. Lieutenant Dave and I went to class. We both had to study, and we had to learn to work together as a team. I am an explosives dog. That means I can find bombs and guns and other things that can hurt people. I needed to learn many different smells so that I could find the explosives. I worked hard, and so did Lieutenant Dave. Did you know that Lieutenant Dave talks to me in a special language when we are working? He gives me commands in German. That's how I know that this is time to go to work. At the end of school, I had to take a test. I had to get every answer right in identifying the smells. We were ready to go home to York and settle into our new life together. I go to work in the courthouse every day with Lieutenant Dave. Lieutenant Lou, another canine officer, was already in the sheriff's office, and he helped to teach me too. I have my own special workplace in the sheriff's office. Sometimes Lieutenant Dave lets me sit with him at his desk. It was a whole lot easier to do when I was little. My most important job is to find explosives, but I can do a lot of other jobs too. For every different type of job, I wear a different collar. This helps me know what job I am doing. I can find missing children or people who are lost. I can find people who are hiding from the police, even if they are hiding in a ceiling. I get very excited when I am working. Sometimes my bark is very, very loud. I really like to bark. I can find things that a person throws away when they are running from the police. I can do that because I capture smells on my tongue. When I'm working, I think I'm chasing a bunny rabbit. This is so much fun. When I find what I'm looking for, I sit still and stare at it until Lieutenant Dave and another officer comes. I get rewarded and get to play with my bunny. Lieutenant Dave says that's just a piece of fire hose that is taped, but I know better. It's a bunny. One part of my job that I really like is meeting new boys and girls, and grown-ups too. I show them what I can do when I am working. I make lots of friends everywhere I go. I get to teach boys and girls that police officers and sheriff deputies are their friends. I like it a lot when the boys and girls pet and hug me. Every year, I go to work at the York Fair, just like the boys and girls. I have my favorite places to eat. Some days, I go to a baseball game and watch the York Revolution. I am friends with downtown. I even have a special police cruiser that is just for me to ride in. Lieutenant Dave gets to drive, most of the time. Other days, I go to a school or a library to teach children what I do as a canine officer. I even go to spaghetti dinners to help raise money to take care of the dogs in the sheriff's office. I love my job and I'm very good at it. Did you know that I'm one of 4 dogs in the sheriff's office? We all have important jobs to keep the boys and girls safe. Tommy, Con, Dargo, and Hawk. At the end of the workday, I go home with Lieutenant Dave. I live with him and his family. I get to play with the other dogs in the house. The little Chihuahua likes to boss me around. I love my canine officer life. The end. Thanks for joining me in this little short story.